Well, let's take this outside, see how it does in the wilderness. Hello everyone, this is Charles BridgTec with another flashlight review, this time from AstroLux. Now this here is their EC03, comes in this box. Now I was sent this by Banggood.com. They wanted me to test and review this. This is the latest model from them. Now my particular version has the Luminus SST-40 LEDs, 3 of them in there. Also mine is 5000K. So let's wait no further, let's open this up and see what's in. Start off here with the user manual. Now this is in multi-languages. It's running the Android UI, fully programmable. We'll go over the basics to get you started. I'm not a real huge fan of the, it can be a little on the difficult side, programming the lights, and if you mess up, you got to start all over again. So we'll go over the basics, that way you can get started right out of the box. That's what that manual looks like. No output chart on there. You've got 2 O-rings here and a lanyard. You get 1 USB. This is a Type C charging cable. Nice quality on that too. That's all there is in the box. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the light. There it is. Nice compact light, small enough easily to fit in the palm of your hand, which is nice. Got that pineapple knurling on there, looks really sweet. Now I've had some lights that had it just had little patches of it. Didn't look as good. When it's all the whole length of the barrel there, that looks really sharp. Got some heat sinking here on each side of the head. Now I don't know if that's going to help too much. It's really not that deep. Pretty solid, heavy on the head area of the light. So side switch there. Very nice stainless steel bezel on here. Really like this color. And we got the charging port here. This cover does feel pretty tight when going back on there. Now you can table stand that if you need to. Some of my viewers, as well as members of my Facebook group, they actually make their own diffusers to go on this. Actually makes a really good table lamp in emergency, or if you just want something in a room that you're wanting to read a book. Really comes in handy. Button is almost flush. Style design on this is very nice. Now I've been reviewing lights from AstroLux for many years now, so always nice to see something new coming out from them, and they're very budget friendly. Another reason why they're popular, you get a lot of value for what you'll pay for it. Now the machining and finish on this is very nice. Show it up to you up close before I open it up. No sharp edges on here, just smooth all the way around. Okay, so now let's go ahead and show you the smooth reflectors. Got 3 LEDs in here. Now these are the Luminus SST-40 LEDs. Try to get a good close-up of those without blinding you. There we go. Not a speck of dust in there. Looks really good. Alright, so now let's go ahead and open this up and I'll show you the insides. Heavy duty dual spring design. Try to get a good close up of that. Got some grease here on the threads and the O-ring, so that's nice. Now I'm going to go ahead and take the head of the light off the barrel. Straight contact point there on the head. And you've got grease there on the threads there as well. This is a 18650 battery adapter tube, so you can run 18650s. So now we're going to go ahead and put this all back together, and I'll bring out the battery I'm going to use in my test. There we go. I'm going to bring out the battery I'm going to use here. Is a Giz fan. This is a 21700 cell. This is a 4800 milliamp unprotected cell. This is a 20 amp cell, so it should be plenty of power to run this. As you can see, this is a flat top. You can use button top cells in here as well, so that's nice. So if you do have extras on hand, you're ready to go. Now this will blink a couple times as you're making contact. Your activity light, status light is active, ready to go, letting you know you've got power. So now we're going to go ahead and turn it on. By default it is on ramping, so we're going to show that first. Simply turn that on, press and hold to go through those light outputs, which is infinite, all the way down to what they call the floor, which is moonlight, which is barely any light coming out of there at all. And we'll ramp it back up a little bit here, show you the beam. Nice hot spot there, centralized here a little bit more. Got about that much bleeding, which is pretty common for multi-LED lights. Spill area here. It does have a little bit of a cutoff here. A little bit brighter there than the hot spot. And it tapers off. Does have a little bit of a cutoff there, but not much. And that looks really good. Of course, that's the highest output that this light can do, which is a lot of lumens. And we're going to lower that back down. On any light level, you can double click to get turbo, quick access, and we'll lower that back down. Now you want to go to stepping mode, 3 clicks on the side switch, 1, 2, 3. You now have stepping mode. Now you can't do them individually. If you do, it will only cycle between the two, the one that you're on and the next one above. So if you want to go down or up, you have to press and hold. That's easy as that. Now we're going to go back to the ramping, 1, 2, 3. Now it's back on ramping. Really easy to do between the two. So now from off, we're going to click this 4 times to lock this light out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now the light is locked out. You will not be able to turn this on. As you can see, side switch will blink. Now if you do want to unlock it, you can click this 4 times, or you can simply break the connection here. Once you break this connection, you now can screw this back in, and now you're back ready to go. So either way you want to do it. Now if you want to do a battery check for your battery level, even before you start the light, you can go ahead and 1, 2, 3 on the side switch there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, so 4.1 volts on that battery. And it'll keep doing this until you are done. Now I do recommend that you manually lock out this light. Best way to do it. That way there's no drain from this LED over a period of time, especially if you're letting the light sit for a month. You'll be surprised how quickly that battery will be very low, maybe too low for you to charge it, and you don't want to damage the battery. Okay, so now we're going to show you how to do momentary. Now if you do want to set the light on a particular light output, say like about right there, turn it off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now it's on momentary. So if you want to set it on to where you only need it at a certain light output all the time, or your preferred light output, you can set that prior to doing the momentary, and that's what it's going to be on every time. It'll only activate when you press and hold down. And that's actually a pretty nice feature. We're going to go ahead and twist that, break the connection. Now we're back in business. And that's all there is to this light as far as what I'm going to go over with. You can do strobe, some other features as well, fully programmable. You do get a user manual. My advice, don't lose it, because if you ever do make a mistake, you'll have to factory reset that, which is basically you're holding this power switch, unscrewing that, break the connection, screwing that while holding down the power switch. It'll blink a few times and you reset the light back to default. And believe it or not, I get a lot of questions about how to reset the light once they've made a mistake. So just easy to do, reset the light. Now you've of course got to make it your preference. You got to start all over again. So you can do a lot with these lights, especially with this Android. Really a very popular UI software, really becoming worldwide. A lot of carriers are now starting to use this particular software for the flashlight UIs. Alright, well let's wait no further. Let's take this bad boy out, see how it does in the wilderness. We are out here in the darkness with the AstroLux EC03. I'll go ahead and get started. Have it on the lowest light output here, as you can see. Great for up close. Raise it up a little bit here so see a little bit better. There it is on the fence. Sprinklers were just on, so everything's kind of dark and wet. But it is making 35 feet there to the water spout. See there? Ramp it up a little more. Really nice beam performance. Water sprinklers are still on, so it's a little misty out here, but making 138 feet there. Impressive. Even at this lower light output. There you go. Pretty nice. Fence line there, kind of give you an idea. And we're going to raise it up a little bit. Let's go ahead and see how it does. And there's a little more light output there. Nice. Floody beam. Does have a little bit of throw on there. See across the playground. Across the park, that is, to those playgrounds over there. So that is impressive. See the tree there behind the tree of life. 138 feet here. 238 feet to that tree from where I'm standing. Alright, well, let's go to the highest output. See how it does. Look at that. That crazy? Easily making the school. Faintly making the palm trees. Huge amount of wall of light before and after here. Now this will cycle down due to heat, which is normal, which it's doing right now. We're going to go ahead and ramp it back up here. Again, highest output. All the water sprinklers going on, it's kind of hard to see past those, but this has really nice range on it. Easily making those trees out there. Hope you enjoyed those night shots. Okay, welcome back. Hope you enjoyed those night shots. Fantastic performance on this light. Really is incredible for this size of light, that how much power can come out of this. Now, this does get toasty on the head, so if you're running it on that highest output, expect it to get hot. That's normal. It's not anything wrong with your light. If you're running in a warmer climate, it's already 80, 90 degrees outside, it's going to get a little too hot to hold. Now it will cycle down for safety, but it's still going to retain that heat with your hand and everything. So be advised, this small of a light can get hot. Run it on the lower light outputs. You're still going to get plenty out of this, and it's going to do well for you, and it's still going to have that real huge light output for turbo. Use it for short bursts, 10 seconds, cycle it back down. Your battery is going to retain its level and be able to give you good run times. Now I do recommend you use an unprotected cell with this only, unless your protected cell does have a 20 amp or higher. You can use button top or slightly raised cells or flat tops. I've used them all in these lights and they do just fine. So make sure you use a quality cell, OEM whenever possible. I happen to have gotten a real good deal on those quite a while back, so I get usually what's on sale, but you really can't beat the price of OEMs, and you're going to get the best performance. So solid build quality on this AstroLux. They're not messing around. It's definitely a very affordable, high quality light, especially for what you'll pay for it. Now I want to thank Banggood.com for sending me this to review. Now if you're interested in this bundle, doesn't come with the battery, I will leave a link down in the description. I have 2 of them there. I've got 2 online stores with Banggood, and I will leave those there. You can find my discount code at the top of the page of either of my online stores Click on that, it will automatically copy and paste it. That way you can save some money on this one or any other light in my store, should you be interested in getting them. Well, that's it for me. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please share, like, and subscribe. That way I can bring more of these lights from AstroLux to you in the future. Thanks for watching. Take care.